to LYD'S DIYs. Today I'm going to show you how to make 3 DIY keychains using beads. So, let's get started.
So for this, you're going to need some beads and some scissors. I looked through all my beads to try to find the sizes and the kinds that I wanted to use. After getting my ideas, this is what I got. This is my first one. Just cutting the string for the length. Always make it longer than you think you're going to need, because you always need to cut a little bit and you never want to be too short or you're going to have to start over. So for this, I started with a large bead at the bottom and then added medium size and tiny yellow beads in it to make it longer. I wanted this like a really happy, bright keychain, so I made it all yellow. The string was being a little difficult because it kept fraying on the end, but eventually I did get all the beads that I wanted to on there. And now I have a bead that says "Always Shine" on it, which I thought was really cool because it would be like a happy, sunny keychain, which I really like. Now I add a couple more beads to finish it off to make it look like a solid thing. Now that was the last bead. I take the end and tie it off to make sure it's tight. I cut off the extra to make it look finished. Now I made a loop out of the extra string to make a loop so you can attach it to your bag or your keys. So I tied it on and then tied the other side to the other piece to connect it together so it would stay together. And that's the Shine keychain. My second idea, I wanted to do a flower design. I usually make this with tiny beads, but I thought it would work with the bigger beads. So you want a contrasting bead to go with it so that you have the right amount and contrast to make it look like a flower. Now I used the same tiny bead to start the flower because I was using really thin thread and a needle to get the beads on, because you have to go back through the same bead and it's much easier to do it with thinner string. And make sure to put your bead that is a different color on last. So first for this, you have to go through the first bead that you put on and pull the needle through it. Then go back through the bead that's on the opposite side of the yellow bead. And you can adjust it as needed. I did one more red bead to finish it off because there was a gap. and then just thread through the bead right next to it and tie a knot. And then I added some little green beads. And then I added some little green beads to finish it off to make it look like a flower. And there's the flower. I did the same thing as I did for the sunshine keychain. I took the piece of thread and wrapped it around to make a loop. When you're done, just trim the extra. And there's the flower keychain. For my third and final keychain, I wanted to do something with purple because I love purple. And then I have these little glass beads, and I think they're really pretty, and I haven't had an opportunity to use them yet. So I did a repeating pattern of the tiny little purple beads and the glass beads. And I just go over and over and over using those. And sometimes, like I said, you have to cut a little bit off to make the end smooth again because it can very easily get undone. So now I'm putting my last couple beads on, and there we go. I really, really like how this one turned out, just with, it's really simple, but it's really pretty. And then there was extra do the edge. So that's a 3 I made. Thank you so much for watching LYD'S DIYs. See you next time, and I hope you have a great day.